welcome to Beth Farmhouse. My name is Jordan and today we're going to be making an activated charcoal skin loving soap. So normally I start with adding my lye solution into my oils. However, I have a large amount of additives that I will be adding into this soap, so we're going to mix those up into the oils first and then we'll add in the lye solution. So right now my lye solution is just hanging out in an ice bath, staying cool while I add in everything else. So in this container we have our standard colloidal oatmeal. So I call this soap skin loving mainly because the essential oil blend we are using. It can be found on EO Calc under Skin Love Blend. It includes cedarwood atlas, tea tree, geranium, and lavender 4042. We'll also have 100% goat milk, just like I use in all my soaps, colloidal oatmeal, which has already been added to my oils, kaolin clay, and activated charcoal. I'm also going to add my essential oils that have been soaking in the kaolin clay. If you're interested in why I do that, I will leave a link in the upper right hand corner of my sweet peppermint video where I explain that. Just going to give this a scrape out to get all that clay. So far we've added our colloidal oatmeal, our essential oils, and kaolin clay. Now we'll also be adding our activated charcoal in before I add in the lye solution. Okay, we got that added in. Now I'm going to give this a nice long mixing, make sure everything's incorporated well, and then we'll add in our lye solution. With activated charcoal especially, you want to trap it as well as you can under your stick blender. Go slowly so it doesn't poof everywhere. Let's get this mixed up. I have to plug in my stick blender first. Alright, I got all those mixed in. I'm just going to give it a little stir. I got some air bubbles incorporated in. I'm going to try and knock those out before I add in the lye solution. Now I'm going to add in our milk lye solution just down the stick blender to prevent any splashback. We're just past emulsification. I don't know that you can see it on camera, but when you mix in your lye solution, even in a black base, you can still see a color difference between your oils and your lye solution. The lye makes your oils slightly lighter, so if you still have darker streaks in your batter, then you still have unincorporated oils. So we've got that all mixed in, and then we're going to add our last additive, which is some raw honey. I've warmed it up just a little bit by placing this little beaker in some warm water. Just gonna take a towel and clean off this beaker so I don't incorporate any extra water into our soap. Pour this in and give it another go with the stick blender. Alright, I got all the honey scraped out of that beaker, so I'm just gonna give it one more go with the stick blender. All that blended up. I'm just going to give it one more pass around with the spatula, scrape down the sides, make sure everything's incorporated, and to help knock out any air bubbles it might have incorporated in. Alright, we got our mold here. I'm just going to pour this in. Still have some batter left in my container, but I'm going to go ahead and give this a smack down wait for it to harden up a little bit more, and then I will mound this on the top. My soap set up a little bit, and now I'm going to scrape out this container and mound it on the top here. Okay, so I got my container scraped out, and I just got a spoon. Just gonna kind of mush it around, give it a little bit of a texture on the top. This soap smells really good. I don't normally like geranium by itself, and tea tree is okay by itself, but in this blend they both smell really nice. Alright, I think I'm happy with that right there. I'm just going to give it a spritz with some rubbing alcohol, and I'll bring you in for a close-up. I just love the look of a wet activated charcoal soap. Since I know this question will be asked, no, it does not give a black lather. It gives sort of a gray lather, but I still wouldn't use a white washcloth when you use this soap. So we'll be back in about 24 hours to cut this up.